or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Valley Grown. My name is Jill San Antonio, and I am joined here by none other by my beautiful co-hosts, Caitlin, Melvie, and Melanie. But today, I will not go on and proceed with our show without mentioning that today is a very special day. We would like to mention and highlight that today is the birthday of our dear beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And with that, we are joined by our beloved District Minister. We have a very special guest here with us, our District Minister, Brother Isaias D. Antonio. And he is joined with Melvie and Melanie in the local of Arosi. So passing it over to you all.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome again.
Thank you, Brother Isaias, for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me in this program. Of course, we love so much the INCRadio, Central Valley, California.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining us. So we would like to have you announce any special messages and relay any messages to Valley Grown and all of our viewers here with us.
First of all, I would like to greet all the viewers of INCRadio all over the world, Central Valley, California. As we said, this is a very special day for all of us members of the Church of Christ because it is the birthday of our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. In celebration of his birthday in our district, this morning we had our Care for Humanity. It's a blood drive and also a charity work for the organization of we call that California Blood Bank, and they're so nice because one of the highlights of that activity is to help those people who are really in need. And that is the aim and purpose of the church administration for this Felix Y. Manalo Foundation. And we would like to take this opportunity, beloved sisters, because I'm the only one brother here, to take this opportunity to greet our beloved Executive Minister. First of all, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, we're so thankful for the love and care that you continue to show to the members of the Church of Christ, although we are so far from the central office, but still we always feel the love and concern of our Executive Minister. Our prayer for his birthday is that from all we ministers and ministerial workers, along with our family and all the officers and brethren here in Central Valley, California, we pray that our dear brother will have a long life, the best of health, the knowledge, the wisdom coming from our Lord God, so that the whole church will continue to be careful and until we reach the promised salvation. And to our Executive Minister, we promise that we will continue obeying all the will of our Lord God, remain firm and strong in our faith, and whatever happens, we will serve the Lord God for us to receive the promised salvation come Judgment Day. To all the brethren here in Central Valley, brethren, let us continue our active services, support all the activities launched by the church administration for us to please our Lord God for our own salvation. Thank you so much, beloved sisters, for having me here in this moment. And to all the viewers, please stay because we have a very nice topic tonight.
Amazing.
Thank
Thank you so much. Well,
Full message, Ka Isaias,
Thank
and
you.
we appreciate your time for being with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you
It's
so much.
indeed a special moment for all of us, and we are so grateful also to the church administration. So
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, back to you, Jill.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Bo, for that wonderful message. And yes, we do would like to commemorate the birthday of our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And we at Valley Grown will not be here if it wasn't for the love and support of our church administration. So with that, as we mentioned, we do have a very exciting topic to discuss today. So the theme for our topic today is love languages. So this has been a very anticipated episode for many people. So let's kind of dive into it. So love languages, how we give love, and why miscommunication happens even when our intentions are pure. So in today's episode, I want to be able to have a deep dive. And before we kind of move on, I do want to mention that even though it is called love languages, it's not pertaining solely with intimate partners, but also with our friends, loved ones, family members, and even coworkers. So I want to be able to emphasize that our love languages could, whether we know what they are, could also help our relationships with other people and the individuals around us. So if you don't know, there are 5 different love languages. They are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical touch, and gifts. So with that, I do want to ask all of our panelists, with no background, no further explanation, but what is your primary love language? Even if you have multiple, what is your primary love language? Mine is words of affirmation. What about you, Caitlin?
First of all, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My love language is quality time.
Thank you, Caitlin. What about Melby?
Mine is acts of service, but I like all of them.
She copied mine. Mine is acts of service as well.
I know it's because we're just one day apart on our birthday. We think alike.
It's going to be interesting. We're right next to each other.
And your names are also very similar. So awesome. Well, thank you, panelists, and thank you, beautiful co-hosts. So with that, I want to be able, in our first segment, I want to be able to understand our love languages. So let's think of this as more of love language 101. So a lot of times when we think of love languages, it's more about how we receive love, right? However, it could also go both ways. It's also how we give and receive love. So not a lot of people may know that as well. So there are a few questions that I do want to ask our panelists. And the first one is, how do you give and receive love? Now, I got to hear your primary love languages, but to hear from our panelists, how do you give and receive love? Now we can go into more of our explanations of our love languages.
I think for me, I feel loved the most when I can just be with someone, just no distractions, no pressure, just quality time where we can talk, laugh, or just even sit together. There was this one time my friend and I were supposed to hang out, but she was like, "Oh, Caitlin, I have a doctor's appointment." And I was like, "You know what? Let me come with you." I will literally just sit there in the doctor's office with you. And that's what we did. And that's definitely my primary love language, quality time. And then I guess my secondary one is words of affirmation. I like, sending little encouragement texts to my best friends or just spending time together. And I receive love the same way. When someone makes time to speak to me or speak with sincerity, it hits different. So it's okay, this person really values and sees me. So yeah, quality time and words of affirmation for sure.
Love that. I'm going to remember that. Thank you, Caitlin. All right. What about you, Melby or Melanie?
Okay, I'm waiting for her to respond because I can sense her right now. She's next to me.
Yeah, so as for me, I for acts of service, I definitely love to cook, prepare food. And my sister can attest that because she's pretty much the first one who ate my cooking back then. I'm always ready to cook for everyone, and I'm always ready to make sure people are fed, especially my family. So every time I ask them, did you eat? Or that's the first thing I ask before even asking, how was your day? So that's how I definitely show my acts of service for people.
When she said I can attest to it, I definitely can, because she is very persistent when I want to sleep in, and then she starts tickling my toes because she said I cooked and you're not getting up, and it's going to be a waste, and I'm not going to use the microwave to warm it over and over again. So I miss her cooking, but you know what? Every time we have special occasions or socializing, or even after Bible studies here in the chapel, she cooks, I eat. And as for me, I love to help. So I love to help eat her food.
And she okay, acts of service, I can attest, she helps clean. So
Yes.
for sure, that's
Clean and wash the dishes.
Yes.
And do laundry. And yeah, more cleaning. But yes, I like to help people. She loves to cook. I like to help others. Whether if it's just as simple as thing as opening
Like
the door for
tasks,
someone,
yeah.
helping elders get with their grocery shopping when I know that they're struggling, or at some point even carrying concrete bags from Home Depot or from the store.
Oh,
because
remember
they
that
can't-
time?
Yes,
Oh,
they
when
couldn't
my-
carry it, and they've been waiting for like an hour at the store, and I felt so bad, so I helped the couple actually lift the 50 pounds concrete bags.
You carried?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
And I was in pain when I went home.
Okay, I have to see that
Yeah,
one day.
okay. Anyway, enough talking. All right, back to you, Jill.
No, that's perfect, especially with siblings. I think it's really important to know exactly what your love languages are, because let's say there's a conflict, right? And now you both know exactly what will alleviate that. So thank you. Acts of service. I'm going to remember that. And also cooking. So we're going to get along just fine. Awesome. So the second question I want to ask is what makes, well, we kind of already heard this from Melvie and Melody, but Caitlin, what makes you believe that this is your love language?
Okay, first of all, I do want to mention I love seeing Melvie and Melanie together in one screen. In one screen, I get to see how y'all act in person, and I love it. Just wanted to point that out. So, what makes you believe that this is your love language? Well, I have an example of finding out which one of the love languages was not one of my love language. My best friend Jem and I, we actually took the love language test together when we were hanging out at school, and it was so funny because one of the questions was like, "Would you rather get a long hug or watch a movie with someone?" And then Jem was like, "Okay, let's test it out." And so she gives me like a really long hug, and I was like, okay. And then I picked the other option. And it's not, I'm not anti-hug. I love hugs, but I still picked the other option because it made me feel like I feel most loved in the other way, even though physical affection can still be sweet. It was just a funny way of realizing that was not my main love language, but really what was my love language, which is like quality time. So that was a funny way that I wanted to share.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's actually perfect because later on we're going to dive into a pretty fun game. But before that, Melvie, Melanie, anything else you'd like to add about, what makes you believe that that is your love language?
Wait, I had to unmute you first. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Technical difficulty for a minute. Anyways, for me, I know quality time is probably like my weakest love language because I feel like I'm always in the act of service. So I'm always so busy that I forget the whole quality time. So that's definitely something that I probably need to work on.
Wait, what was the question again? Jill, fill
How
me
do
in.
you know
what makes you believe
that's-
that this is your love language?
Yeah.
When I realized that I love helping people and making a difference in their lives, then that's when I know that I'm more of that person who they can count on. Because I love to also listen to people's problems. I'm like the shock absorber, and I just listen. Sometimes people just need someone to listen. And whenever somebody needs help, sometimes I don't ask, I just do. And there are times I would ask because based on their actions or how they talk, for example. I don't know, but I just have that sense of feeling, and I know that she can attest to this, because there are times she would been yelling at me and say, I don't need your help, I'm
Yell
good.
all the time.
Maybe was that our other sister? I don't remember. Maybe it was mom. And they'll say, I got it, but I still insist on helping. For example, carrying out groceries or even something heavy, and I know I'm not really capable of doing it, for example, but I still do it anyway. So then I know that I just love reaching out and just being there for others.
And just to add to that, she's definitely the favorite auntie, because whatever her niece and nephews ask, she does it. So that's how you can really tell that acts of service is her forte as far as love language is concerned.
Yep.
I appreciate her for that. For
I
sure.
already forgot about that, but yes, I'm glad she mentioned it.
You're the best auntie.
Yeah, the cool auntie.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. So, as I mentioned, that is actually a perfect segue into a little game that we're going to do. And also, too, for all of our viewers and listeners that are tuned in, be sure to mention feel free to add, everything into, or all your thoughts into the Vine chat, because we want to also hear from you. So, let me know, what are your love languages? How do you communicate? What do you know that is not your love language? So we're going to do a rapid fire game. So I'm going to ask a question, and it's going to be one or the other. So I want to ask all of our panelists and also our viewers. So feel free to answer and put them into the chat. So I'm going to mention something, would you rather? And then you're going to proceed with, go ahead and say it, just go ahead and say it out loud, which one you prefer, one or the other. So the first one is, would you rather have someone say something kind or do something kind for you?
Do something kind.
Saying
something kind.
Oh, I would actually
louder than words, remember?
There's different love languages.
Okay, so for the second one is, would you rather receive a heartfelt letter or get a thoughtful gift?
I like gifts.
I like the letter.
I like the letter too.
I'm letter as well. Gift is actually my least. So yes, letter for
Gifts
sure.
you get to keep. The letter, the word, sometimes it starts to, like, by the time
Fade
away. Yeah.
Oh no, I would still keep it, even though I can't
Well,
read
I
them.
guess.
Unless it's flooded or
But
it's
then
wet
those
and
words
dry.
can definitely be
Yeah.
internally, like, memorized. Okay, I get it. I like gifts.
A lot of our listeners and viewers saying letter or do something kind. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Okay, the third one is, would you rather be told I love you every day or have someone cook your favorite meal? Oh, that's an easy one.
I do like I love you every day.
Me too.
Oh,
It's nice to
I
hear.
love saying I love you,
Yeah.
and I love hearing it too.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be an
said.
easy one, but it looks like I was wrong. So I actually thought difference. Okay, well, I'll be sure to let you ladies know I love you every single day.
Yes,
I love you too,
you.
Jill.
See, I'm learning here. I'm learning all of our love languages. So this strengthens our relationships here on Valley Grown.
Mhm.
Okay, so our next question is, would you rather hear frequent compliments or spend uninterrupted time together?
Ooh, the second
The
option.
latter. Spend time uninterrupted time
Mhm.
together.
I like
Definitely.
compliments.
Yeah, she loves compliments.
Me too.
You look
Because they're right then and
great,
there.
Melanie. You look great, Melanie.
Oh, you're beautiful, Caitlin and Jill and Ate Melby.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are so beautiful. See?
This is also
You don't
why
have
we
to plan it out.
probably a male host on Valley Grown.
Right?
You can say gorgeous.
I love it. Okay, so yes, we'll still call them gorgeous as well. The second to the last one is, would you rather get a genuine thank you after doing something or receive a surprise hug?
A surprise hug.
A surprise hug.
I think the genuine thank you.
Me too. Genuine thank you. I don't like surprises, especially a hug.
I'm a hugger.
I like hugs.
Yeah, she likes hugs too.
Well, it
Really,
depends.
you really do. I thought it depends on who.
Well, yeah, it depends on who too. But I mean, technically, like if
Depends.
you did something kind and then somebody just hugged you, like, because you can just feel. I think there's
Mhm.
something about physical touch in a way that kind of you can
That
feel that
sometimes words,
emotion.
yeah, you don't give it
Yeah,
in words.
like
But I would love to have both. If they can do
Mhm.
both, they got me. I'm
oh
both.
yeah,
I'll do
that's
both.
true. Both you can say thank you. Yes.
But you're right, it does depend who. So the last one is, would you rather be complimented in front of others or be supported quietly behind the scenes? Ooh.
Oh,
I
I
think
like being
supported
supported
quietly.
behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
The second
Yes.
one, because it's more
Yes.
genuine, I feel.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Love it. Okay. We all agree on that one. So our next segment, we do have a very special shout out. We want to hear from our Vine chat, but let's go ahead and play our bumper for our Vine chat. Okay, and passing it over to Caitlin. Let's hear from the Vine chat.
Alrighty, so first of all, we have some greetings and shout outs. So, as our district minister shared earlier, happiest of birthdays to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We thank you so much for the love and the care that you show to everyone. I would also like to shout out really quick the local of Bakersfield who recently celebrated their 15th year anniversary. I still remember the early days of Bako, and I can't believe that was 15 years ago. So yes, so I would also like to give a couple birthday greetings. My Lolo, my grandfather, who recently celebrated his 89th birthday on Tuesday. My best friend Jem, who turned 24 yesterday. And someone who I consider a little sister, Sister Jenny Malesio, who is 16 today. So happy birthday to all of you. And if you're an October baby, happy birthday to you. So let's get on with our Vine chat. So from Brother Roel David, hello, brother in love language. Such a good topic. Happy birthday, Brother Eduardo Manalo. We love you, Paul. My dad, Romel Bautista, saying happy birthday, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We love you, Paul. Same thing comes from Brother Manuel Watulan. Happy and blessed birthday, Paul, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We love you so much from Rosie and all the brethren here in Central Valley, California. Julia Whitman, hi, Julia. She says, hi, everyone. My love language is definitely a combo of acts of service and words of affirmation. Nice, nice. Jem saying, hi, Sister Caitlin. Hey, girl, hey. Tony Rose Valenzuela saying, shout out to our Aunt Melvi. Happy watching to everyone there in the Valley. Someone also said with the username IBEIANNN, LOL, did you eat before? How are you? Is the best. Absolutely. Mario Oka, one of our avid viewers, saying good day here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here on INCRadio, Central Valley, California Satellite Studio. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. My dad also says, my love language is acts of service. I like to cook for my family. Julia also said, I love doing something kind. And then earlier from our game, a lot of people were saying that they really like the letter. And then Julia even saying, I still have all the letters from my high school sweetheart. That is so sweet. I love that. Someone else also said, giving acts of service and receiving quality time for me is my love language. Being told you I love you, so acts of or words of affirmation. Melissa Benedicto saying, I love hugs. Yes, well, yes. Shailene saying happy viewing, everyone watching from the local of Arosi. And everyone saying thank you for the shout out. So keep on commenting what is your love languages, how you like to exhibit them. And that is all for our Vine chat. Keep commenting and thank you so much for supporting Valley Grown. So back to you, Jill.
Thank you so much, Caitlin, for all of that. And yes, congratulations to the entire local of Bakersfield for celebrating their 15th anniversary. That is amazing. So right here in our own district of Central Valley. So we'd love to definitely commemorate such a big milestone. And yes, thank you everybody for tuning in into our Vine chat and adding your thoughts and opinions into our Vine chat. So let's proceed with our show, shall we? So this portion, I actually want to learn a lot from you all. These are questions that I actually want to know because I can't answer them myself. So in this segment, it's about showing up for our loved ones across different love languages. And again, it's not just intimate relationship. It is also with our friends, family members, coworkers, everybody around us, in order to improve our relationships with everybody that we communicate with. So the first question is, what advice would you give to someone who is struggling to express love in a language that isn't natural to them? So for example, if yours is, acts of service, but somebody has their love language is gifts, how do you express love to somebody in that kind of sense when you have different love languages?
I would say just take your time and be honest with them and just communicate. Having differences is what makes a relationship, whether it's platonic, romantic, with friends and family. You don't have to be like a master at someone else's love language. You can start small. You can ask questions and just make an effort for them to feel seen. So like if someone says that their love language is gift giving, like you said, and gift giving isn't really your forte, you don't need to spend like a whole bunch of money at once. As friends, as family, as loved ones, you can always start gradually. You can like give them a flower that you thought was pretty or get them some food. And I know someone I love feels cared for in that way when they're trying. And even just asking what kind of things make you feel seen, what kind of things make you feel appreciated, it already shows love.
Oh, I love that. Yes, absolutely. And you're right. You made such a great point there, which I appreciate, is taking that first step, right, of just understanding what that love language is, how they, and acknowledging it, knowing that there is a difference, and then learning based on, moving forward from there. So yes, love that. Thank you, Caitlin. What about you, Melvie or Melanie?
Yes. So like for myself, I do a lot of acts of service, but sometimes like with my older daughter, when they grow up, sometimes it's kind of, they start becoming more physically distant. And so just lately, what I've been trying to do is just really just reflecting on what else I could do to be able to get us closer. And so like now before when I have to say bye to her, I just give her a hug, or even now say I love you rather than say see you later. So I think you had to really kind of know that there's more than one love language. And so if you incorporate that, I think it just makes it a bigger way to show our love to others. And so I think that would make them feel so much more loved, but at the same time, you yourself improve and also allow them to know that you definitely really love them.
Yeah, absolutely. Learning about each other. So love it, especially with your daughter. What about you, Melvie?
I'm going to sum up what they both mentioned because they basically said everything I wanted to say. But what I'm going to add is I'm going to give a very specific example. If you practice being shy, then you're going to be shy. But if you're going to be open to challenge yourself, to practice opening up, learning, growing, expressing in order to improve not only our lives, but also our relationships with others. So when Caitlin said, do small steps at a time, I'm a believer in that because that's what I had to practice. When I was a child or when I was a kid, and Melanie knows this very well of me, I was very shy. I didn't come out of my shell. As a matter of fact, I think I did end up talking too much. She was my speaker. And whenever I needed something, I would consult her. And I'm the oldest. So, I told Melanie, help me out. But now I'm encouraging others who are either our nieces, even my son, or brethren inside the church. When they would ask me for help when it comes to, let's say, communication, for example, I would tell them, I would say, okay, take it a small step at a time because you'll never know. Again, I firmly believe in an advocate for this, that when we hone our skills in communication, it tremendously improve our life a whole lot, because it's one of the most valuable skills that we need in order to make the connection with others, not only with others, but above all within ourselves. Because within ourselves, we have a lot of our challenges. Sometimes it's the hindrance is within us. So we have to overcome that in order to act upon what we need to improve in order to also better our lives. So when they said, do this, say this, just try it because you'll never know. Unless we act on it, we'll never find out. And again, I keep telling this that time and time again, time will not wait for us to do the action. We have to do it ourselves. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to improve. We need to enjoy the process in order to see the progress.
And I would like to add, I think also like in order to move forward, you have to also give others what they are, like what their love language is. If you truly love a person, you would give way so that you can definitely have them feel that love. So if their love language is physical touch or quality time, then we have to adjust. We have to be able to provide that to them so they can really feel that love, because acts of service and quality time may not see eye to eye. So we have to just meet in the middle if you truly want to show that love for that person.
And sometimes we're not even aware we're actually doing all of them. For example, active service, we participate in community services.
Yeah.
In gifts, we give gifts to our families when it's their special birthday, for example, right? Or what else? The physical touch. When it comes to our children, we comfort them. What's
Yeah,
the
you
other
could
one? What's
definitely
the other
like,
two? What's
yeah,
the
so
other
like
two?
with gifts and physical touch, as you
Yeah.
give the gift, you give them a hug, right?
Yeah. So sometimes we're not
have to
even aware
just-
we're already doing it. It's just, again, it's a matter of choice. What is it that you prefer? And we can't force people to do what they're not comfortable to do, but we can absolutely encourage them in order to also see the difference.
Yes, absolutely. And that actually just reminded me of something. Yes, all of the love languages are very important, but it also depends on what is the need. What is the need at that point or at that moment? Sometimes we may need like, a good hug, or maybe something, somebody says something nice to you, even though that might not be your primary love language, but your need at that moment is maybe you're feeling a little down about yourself and then somebody uplifts you. So knowing, having those understandings of our internal needs could definitely go a long way, which also, and then also help our relationships with others and how we also give love. So giving and receiving love, those are our love languages. So of course we can go on, and this happens every single time on our show. So unfortunately we only have 30 minutes, but with that, I'd like to close and give our closing remarks to our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Taray, our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo, and of course, a very happy birthday to our Executive Minister once again, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will all see you next time only here on Valley Grown, presented by INC Radio, Central Valley, California. Thank you so much, everybody, and we will see you next week. Bye, everyone.
We love y'all.
Bye, Eduardo. I love you.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Love you,
everyone.
listeners and viewers. See you next
See
week.
you.
Smash that like button. Subscribe.
Continue to share your love languages.
And
Love
good.
you.
Congratulations, Bakersfield.
Thank you, Greta.